American kind of dominated character. But Mirko, always with the Hellport cancel, occasionally picks straight up Searing Rage, but doesn't really like to go with the traditional reborn. He will go to teleport cancel and then one other move that's not that. He's used Flame Breath before, he's got the Burning Spear here for the buff, so that's probably going to be a big part of his grab game, perhaps, especially now grabs. They don't do as much damage in ultimate as they did beforehand, 13%. But let's go, DMT rocking the Geras. And Geras, I mean, if anyone's been watching, Tweedy recently, for example, Geras is he's still got those. Really excellent character.
Definitely a prominent threat in the right hands. I'll have to see how DMT handles this character. Mirko, a very familiar face. We've seen him win the Open Series monthly finals, and we've also seen him just around the place since, Mortal Kombat X. And right now, he is just all in the offense. Staggers after staggers right now. Looking for a lot of flawless blocks as well on the counter pokes.
Now, one thing about Mirko, very reaction heavy. Always has been. He looks for those kind of quick little flawless blocks, micro decisions. The late jump kicks can give him a full combo. Commit to the spear and gets fully punished for it. Now here comes that temporal advantage. Give us that big payout. Sand trap. The big thing about this is, well, technically, I guess that one's called quicksand. Mustard would probably remind me. Oh, counter poke. Get caught by another one. Neck chop. The setup afterwards. But the immediate neutral jump. That was a drop, but what? Oh my good god. That was a crusty round at the end, but DMT found the way.
It really was catch up. And the thing about that was that DMT blew up the forward 4-2 straight away. I wonder if we'll see a little bit of an adaptive process from Mirko's side. Finds a pickup over there, but doesn't get the full combo. He's going to send DMT towards the corner.
Able to get that immediate scramble. Ooh! Not even particularly sure that was intentional because there was no amplify there. Surely if you're looking for the temporal, you wouldn't do that. Either way, air to air, Mirko not quite able to find it. And I actually think that DMT is fearless, but very aggressive. And clearly Mirko having a bit of a hard time kind of getting into the rhythm of this. There's the confirm again. 1-2, big launch. And Mirko, no breaker available. So we just take it. Try and bring us coast to coast. Punish!
A swift punish as well on that spear. Good presence of mind and knowledge as well of the matchup from DMT. Playing patient right now, doesn't need to overextend. Mirko, the one that needs to make the comeback. Danger territory though.
Oh, and that's going to be it, Falcon, for game one. And if I do say so myself, a very comfortable game one for DMT. And let me say, I'm still really happy that we see this in pro competition, we see this in open series, players that not everyone will recognize. Rock up. And look, remember, folks, as well, this is winner's side top 8. DMT has not lost a set yet in this tournament. And clearly proving why with a dominant game one against one of Europe's absolute finest. One hell of a way to make your debut on the NetherRealm Twitch and YouTube, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that round looked very comfortable. The first round, I would say, was quite back and forth in some respects, but that final one felt like DMT was in the driver's seat for the most part. And, that is impressive to do because like we were just saying, Mirko is a person with some, commendable placements. And going up against someone that we haven't seen in the bracket before creates this very interesting paradigm where it's almost like the level of skill has become so wide and so broad. But it's also interesting to see that there's representation of characters and how they're applicable still when you don't really see them too often, because I question how much Mirko really is comfortable with fighting against Geras.
I'm a little bit curious because this account is level 15. And I definitely assume that this player has played more than level 15's worth of games, to be honest with you.
For sure. Yeah.
That was my first question mark was, hang on a minute, what is the account level? Darkside skin? He has made a transaction. But you know what? We'll worry about that later. Because right now, the absolute onslaught of Geras. The slam dunk. And then the setup that comes afterwards. The side switch as well. Mirko really looking to fight back here. Doing a good job of it so far. The 1-1-2 ender. Keeping that scorpion pressure. Short hop coming out on both sides. Probably expecting a flawless block perhaps. And now, whoa, victory moment forever. And always. Oh, the chase down as well. Come on.
Just like that. That's all Mirko needed. Going to spend all the meter to secure himself the round. Has a good position to work with as well with DMT's back in the corner. But right now he's still got to fight his way through, spending the forward throw KB nice and early, taking down that health bar. But DMT body splashing his way out the corner.
setting up the sand simulator. That's such a good like option here for Geras, being able to just create obstacles. Any character that can create something on the screen when you know a breakaway is coming. The Jackie plasma, the Geras sand simulator. Rains lightning.
Oh,
no!
eats the overhead.
Immediate jump here from Mirko. Not having a lot of experience. I mean, like, I'm not going to say not experienced versus Geras, but I definitely think of all characters, surely it's a character who's fought less. It's just not a popular character in EU across the board. Walking across up, but the 1-1 anyway.
You waste my time.
And round for round, DMT answering back with a very clean confirm again. We're seeing this, and Mirko now, he gets a very nice opening hit with that back two straight into the teleport. But checked straight away, denying the possibility of that command grab. Quick
Major
punish.
though. Overcommits to that forward 4-string, and he's going to pay the price. A prediction there from DMT, expecting some kind of breakaway, but not quite, and that's going to allow Mirko an inch back into this match, and maybe an inch is being generous, because he's just taken a significant amount of damage, and the wake-up fatal blow. I mean, yeah, worth a go, I guess. Probably should have woken up with something a bit more invincible, perhaps, but big payout on the brink of being, you know, sent into a 1-1 situation. It is what it is, and Mirko is going to tie things up here, Shav.
That he is with one apiece. Now, I wanted to touch on a point I kind of made earlier about him not having too much Geras experience. Now that memory serves me correctly, if I'm familiar, the other prominent Geras player in Europe is also Italian, Plato Nethero. And I'm quite sure that these guys must have played a lot. The Italian scene seemed quite tight, you know, they play a lot together. So I think maybe it just comes down to the fact that both these players know each other's matchups. I mean, this is quite a day one matchup, if you will. Both these characters being quite, you know, popular picks early on in the game's life. But over here, it seems that DMT is just trying to essentially fight the very scrappy nature of Mirko. You know, the kind of very stagger heavy, very like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
he's not
Mirko
afraid to
throws
just do his thing.
Also, thank you for carrying me, by the way. Wasn't aware there was an Italian Geras player, so that's definitely my ignorance getting the better of me, but it definitely makes a lot more sense in that sense. The online Italian scene has been so competitive with MK11. I know Astamassa and Mirko, they speak very highly of it. We've been seeing inches of that with Zoka, you know, coming out the woodwork and being a fantastic Cabal player. And now, as we go into this 1-1... Whoa!
Off a short hop down, too.
You wouldn't have thought we got enough height from that.
Oh, a nice challenge on the helport cancel. Knew that he wasn't going to go into the actual teleport itself.
Oh, wake up neutral jump, Mirko. He is very, very mobile. Looking for the trip guard as well, but the cancel. 1-1-1. Good reactions there from DMT. However, another throw tech. Good reactions continue still. Body splash and the stagger. Tick grab begins.
Ooh.
Not quite enough for the KB, but almost. Wow! Walk up throw. Okay, we got those. Watch out for the fatal blow.
DMT now just trying to find the opening hit. It's all he needs, but Mirko in a really good position right now to still win the round.
Oh, the buffer! Buffer or punish? I missed it, I'm gonna be honest. I just saw a back two at slightly further away range. We know Mirko's got those. Either way, never mind, one round. Oh, that one was. That was the tech. Mirko's so good at that cancel, kind of giving you extra room to single hit confirm back two.
Oh, had the right read, but it just wasn't there in time. The triple down one checks. Challenging a lot with that far-reaching 6 framer.
Oh,
Just a lot of pressure.
it's that 6 frame down one, man, being put to good use. Another one, but before blocked to just deny some of the chip at the very least. Pick up. Doesn't do 1-1 spear. That would have been a death sentence. Empty jump grab. We spend those. KB is going to get cashed out, and it's going to be that spear buff. Do not get hit now, because the damage is absolutely going to take you out. Can't up to it. He's dead. Mirko's going to take this one. Bang.
That is all he needed, elbowing off the head. I didn't even know that was a brutality.
I didn't know that was a brutality either. Is that a recent one?
I've never seen him elbow the head clean off. Okay.
I mean, normally the payout of that is amp into like down 2 brutality. So the head comes off, just not that way.
Yeah.
Can someone tell us if that's a new brutality? Why have I never seen that before? Oh no, chat room is also saying they've never seen that one. It might be a new one. It has to be, surely. old one.
Either that or it's been very tactfully hidden. But Mirko has taken the lead in this set against DMT. It seemed to find a nice adaptation in general, just to stop DMT from kind of pressing buttons as he wants to, essentially.
Shang Tsung.
And now, ooh, okay, the Shang Tsung. Let's go. What variation was this? I think I saw a ground eruption.
I think we did see a ground eruption.
Ground eruption and shake. The kind of classic, really Warlock plus, I think, for a lot of Shang players. They like having that projectile denial and ground eruption. Because you keep the corpse drop as well. Don't forget. Now Mirko 2-1 up here. 1 game away from winners finals.
Starting things off with a stagger into the forward throw. Just choosing to play a bit more respectfully. Checking with the back 3. DMT right now. Just playing a little bit further back. Whiffing the eruption. Surprised we didn't see a spear earlier on, but gets the KB.
Right into the nose, man. But you're playing essentially Warlock Shang Tsung against Scorpion, which has actually been said by, historically, Warlock players did not like this matchup. So I'm kind of intrigued that DMT has gone to Shang Tsung from Geras. You would think on paper, especially with this being the Shang variation, nice ender by the way, keep the corner, that Geras would have been a better pick, perhaps? Match point for Mirko, all the same.
We'll have to see how things pan out. As, yeah, I can't imagine this being too much of a fun matchup for a Shang player. But either way, I'm sure that there might be a comfort pick over here as well.
Maybe.
This might have been the character that he spent more time playing.
Yeah, when I see Shang Tsung players like Arn Kratos or Disarted, they basically pick those close-range brawl variations when fighting Scorpion. Used to be Soul Eater, now it's whatever you want, really. That's the ender coming out from Mirko. Another forward 3, not quite with the height to confirm into a 1-1. All the same, DMT has to rush this down, get something. The escape failed, expecting some kind of heal, perhaps. Back to the full screen, but I think we won't be there for long. Yep, here we go.
Oh, gets the last hit of the eruption right there. Gets the amplification as well, tacking on a bit more damage. Now working with a bit, gets the OS as well into the eruption, ending it that way. Mirko only just built back his breakaway, but he does have Fatal Blow. Danger Terry for both.
Jump in. Down 1. Try and steal the turn. Mirko really wants you to press. He's fishing for the forward 4, looking for it all the time. There's the 1-1, and he steals the round away. The patience from DMT. I always say there's a bit of a pattern sometimes. Mirko loves the forward 4 string when he has Fatal Blow, because that's kind of like his fish for the comeback. Always.
Oh, the 1-1 blowing straight through that grab attempt. Mirko right now trying to fight his way through, throwing out a lot of buttons right here. Gonna get confirmed in the corner, but a combo drop.
Narrowly too far away. Narrowly too far away for it, Falcon, to get the 1-1.
Ever so slightly.
Technically down on life. But that could change in the blink of an eye. The whiff grab. No break.
Just working his way through a short hop heal from and followed by a whiff punish. Mirko right now goes for the reset into the overhead, sets up the spear buff. And now we're gonna see the quick check. Overhead blocked, plus frames.
Another cancel back to the far screen. Be nice and safe. Looking for the spear. The whiff punish on the corpse drop. So good. And now Mirko has to be quite careful. The dash in. The stagger! But that's not going to be it. Now it could be one touch either side. The grab. The tech! Mirko! Plus frames! No flawless block. But the tech...
Oh, the tech!
Insane! Oh! Mirko's going to do it, Falcon. Mirko's gonna do it. The last minute, that was insanely clutch of the luck. Like, being able to teleport around there to cancel.
I'm sure these guys play often enough, but as far as character matchups go, I do know that this is quite one that Cetrion players don't like, is dealing with Scorpion.
Chronica can restore.
I remember seeing in an Open Series tournament, Asadamasa versus Mirko in Ultimate, and Asadamasa had a variation with the kind of the element that has the rocks around to shut down teleport. It almost worked.
Ah, the confluence, yeah.
Yeah. It was an interesting idea because in Ultimate you can choose which one you want.
Yeah. Right there, challenged immediately on that deep jump teleport.
Now Mirko is absolutely in this. I think he's in a good position where he's comfortable against Cetrion. But I think Cetrion probably got better at fighting Scorpion Ultimate because she has more tools now to brawl with him. not just kind of spring cleaning. It's going to be everything else. Burning Spear coming out again from Mirko.
Oh, the down 2, disrespecting that 2-1.
Is it much damage?
Says you don't
buff as well?
Yep, 16% of that gorgeous damage with the flame buff on that spear. Drops the final hit of the string, but not going to matter. The down 4 poke to the toe is going to close out the round for himself as user Mirko moves on up in the first round.
Round 2, fight.
Okay, good start here. The Burning Spear again, in absolute fullest of full screen. He's looking at the spear on top. And this buff active for so long. 2-1, I confirm the stagger is real. Asadamasa taking so much damage piece by piece.
Oh, that was really cheeky.
Oh my god. Oh, that was a 19% down 2. Oh.
No, that was a hold south on hit into 420 damage and counting. We are here. Burning down. Still has that flame buff active.
That down 2 crushing blow did so much damage. And that grab's going to do more too. Give us that 16%. Being able to make your regular grab do this much extra damage in a meta where the grabs are naturally weaker, damage-wise anyway. It's really important, and Mirko kind of breezing through that first game, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, it seemed like he was really confident playing that. He didn't really seem to, be threatened by it. I don't really think you would need to be threatened by anything much if you have Helport Cancel, but he seems confident playing against Asadamatsi's style of play. And, I think this really goes back to the player matchup. I think these guys must play a lot against each other. But naturally speaking, I think generally, like, as far as on paper goes, I think Mirko kind of has the advantage. Because Aso, he's a reactionary player, and Aso's hesitant to throw out anything. But we don't really see him on anyone other than the Cetrion. So he's kind of playing a different play style, but with the same character, and doesn't have the damage to cash out for it.
And the same variation, you can always expect Asadamasa to stick to his guns here. There's really no reason he would ever change away. So us talking about changing characters and everything else, that's not going to happen with these two. Not until whoever wins this match gets that guaranteed ticket into winner's side grand finals. One hell of a comfort zone with the talent that we've got in the losers bracket, that's for sure. But Mirko, being able to always just be unpredictable here against Cetrion, and Asadamasa knowing that he's going to have to fight up close. You need to against Scorpion. Escape failed, and a buffed grab. Thank you very much.
Yeah, now it just comes the matter of, do you even want to spend the KB until the final round? Because you get buffed grabs on the forward throw. Oh, the whiff punish on the back too. Really good stuff from Aso. Patiently biding his time, waiting for a teleport.
I was kind of expecting him to teleport that, to be honest.
Me too. Mirko letting a couple things slip through his fingers, but not the end of the world right now. Aso getting a max range punish on that forward too. Good awareness. An immediate challenge.
Whoa, the wins.
Round 2, fight.
Alright, blocks the spear, gets the punish with the earthquake right here. Now, Aso, he doesn't need to commit to anything, he just needs to let Mirko try and approach him. But Mirko rocking with the spear buff at the moment, trying to apply a lot of pressure, no commitment on the back one.
Oh, and there's that confirming to the vines once more. Looking for the wake-up roll. There's that side switch now. Mirko trying to fight back. Any opportunity he gets to activate spear buff, you know he's going to do it. Huge part of this design.
He definitely is, and he's definitely going to try and catch you slipping as well. When he did the forward 4 into it earlier, I think he's going to try and make you hesitate. Trying.
He's got a cheat down too because of it.
Oh. Checking with back threes again. Crossover, waits a bit.
Oh, never mind. I totally forgot. Oh.
Alright, plus frames into the auto shimmy, and Aso with the neutral jump 3, that was definitely, I don't think that was a missed input on the up 3. I think he was intending to neutral jump and 3 him over there to stop him at the crossover. Now Asadamasa takes the game for himself, tying things up at 1 apiece.
It's one of those classic situations that we're seeing a lot more now where players, they do wake up neutral jump, but if they have an air special that covers the ground, we see it with Jackie Grenade Launcher, we see it here with Wake Up Cetrion, it's just the wake up jump into the Hell's Wrath. Definitely not an execution error, I think. That was him wanting to do the neutral jump into projectile, just to cover all that space, you know, clearly paid off and didn't even need to use the Hell's Wrath on the end of it. And it's going to be 1 game each.
Cetrion.
As we have the clash of the Italian players over here in winners finals. And yeah, you know, like you mentioned earlier, and anyone who obviously is already aware of how tournament formats work, the winner of this is going to be making it into grand finals on the winner's side, and the loser is going to be dropping into the losers finals to face off against the winner of DMT and OP. But really, this has been quite even. I think Asso got bullied in the first game, but I also think he completely debilitated Mirko's movement in the second game. So they're making micro adaptations towards each other, and this is really going to come down to like who can do it first. But that was an excellent back one, acknowledging he was airborne into the teleport.
Alright, the 1-1 there, the 1-1 coming in hot. Spear buff really adds so much damage to these combos, doesn't it? Gets another one. And just like that, Mirko being able to just melt away so much of Asadamasa's life just like that. I think I blinked and missed it, to be honest.
And punished on the Earthquake. Not allowed to get away with that one. Mirko reacting and taking the round for himself.
Fight.
Ooh, looking for the full screen, but there's that reversal ground pound again. Kind of trading chip for chip in that respect. Oh, that dash and grab did not do it.
Alright. His flame buff just ran out. Oh, no, it didn't. It still applied the damage. 16. Right there for the forward throw.
It's a rare occasion to have a Scorpion. Quite a few of these buffs in the game, when you get hit, they disappear, but the spear buff definitely doesn't. It's there for a long time.
Yeah, for sure. And it presents a very interesting game, given the fact he has 2 crushing blow throws. About, you know, guessing which direction he's going to throw you with flame buff, because obviously it's only forward throw that does more damage, as it uses the kunai. Alright, he's using the plus frames. Asso taking the throw, not letting it happen. And this time with the back throw. We just mentioned it earlier. Oh, that was a flawless block. He's gonna punish dearly for it. The down one on hit, challenging Asso's plus frames right there, saying that you weren't gonna do anything to me. And all he needed was a natural barrier to tie the rounds up. This is as even a set as I think we could have expected, to be honest, Ketchup.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they're training partners, right? They've played each other so many times. But that spear buff is a scary game to play, because when you use Burning Spear, ooh, if you use Burning Spear and go for nothing but like side switching grabs, you're pretty much guaranteed to get an escape failed, aren't you?
Near enough. That or you just keep people ducking, and that's where the 1-1 becomes so much more of a threat.
But now Mirko doing a ton of damage at the start of this round, and I say start, we really only have started this one. And already Asadamasa pretty much down to his critical life. About 30% left.
Just sitting on the cusp of Fatal Blow right now. One more hit is going to do it, but that was a perfect OS right there. Into the spear, he's going to spend as much damage as he can, keeps him standing. Asso didn't want to spend the up 2 on the flawless block and eats the 1-1-2, putting Mirko up with a 1-game advantage at 2-1.
And that's going to be a really, really good position now for Mirko. 1 game away, and he has the ultimate comfort zone in grand finals. And I just like how he's handling this matchup. He's being as point blank as often as he can with the Burning Spear. Really good for him that he started to use this more. I think the last time we saw Mirko, he was really kind of pioneering the Flame Breath, which was interesting. You know, it kind of made his down 1 game a bit scarier because Mirko's already very down 1 happy, and now he's got this Flame Breath on top where he'll just do it, and it's on hit, it sets up a mix-up situation or whatever. It was all good, but it's really unsafe, you know? And
yeah.
Spear buff, it's just more apparent, isn't it? Well, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised we don't see more Scorpion players use it. I remember seeing a lot of Scorpion players since Ultimate still using Reborn, and it's like you don't even use the air grab once, but if you have Burning Spear, you can use it like multiple times a round.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of people just didn't really know what to take, so they ended up just playing Reborn because they weren't sure like what was worth it with Helper Cancel. A lot of people want to run Helper Cancel. Personally, I think Searing Rage is still pretty good. I think the extended streaks also have a lot of utility, but over here, you know, Mirko using that flame buff to his advantage and using it with a Helper Cancel, having the maneuverability around in the neutral, and just the option, you know, playing this archetype, this character Scorpion, presents you with so much freedom of movement. Commits with that standing for trying to get the punish. Punished for his own troubles, has no breakaway to use on this combo as Asso is spending all of his meter for 39%.
Ooh, trying to punish the wake-up roll, it looks like, and there, not expecting him to pull the trigger on the amplified teleport there, I think, as the matter. And just like that, Mirko has brought himself right back into it. Jump in. Ooh, delay. Some kind of down 2 maybe or something. The standoff.
You know, Mirko doesn't need to overcommit to anything. He doesn't need to take any risks. He just needs to wait for Asso at this point.
A little bit left. Just a little bit. The Fatal Blow is ready. If Mirko gets clipped by anything, you know Asso has the Fatal Blow in mind. And what?
Oh my goodness. Throw punish, might I add. And the down 4 check. Oh, we're very anticlimactic way to end the round, but ultimately gets the job done as Mirko now is on set point, looking to move into Grand Finals winners.
This is a really tense situation for Mirko. There's that Hell's Wrath, but again, it's the matter of damage. One
Really, yeah.
good B&B, we're almost there. The side switch, okay, good stuff. There's that flawless block.
Blowing his way up through that gap. Mirko now playing a bit of a runaway game. Eats the Earthquake for that spear. Oh, gets the KB though. Give him the heal. This forces the breakaway.
And I think in this position, oh, there's a grab to start things off. Spear buff always activated. Just to make things a little bit more tricky, I think. Oh, the reaction. Falcon, the reaction was so insane. And he's gonna do it.
Yep. That was all he needed. A quick reaction to the natural barrier is all that was needed. Asonomate really kind of spelled his own disaster by letting that one rip and making the wrong read as Mirko moves on into Grand Finals winner's side over here. And they are, you know, probably just, like you said, the best players in Italy, but also some of the best players in Europe. Now, over here in the Grand Finals of Europe West, we're going to see the winner's side. Mirko is only going to have to win the 1 set against Asonomate. He's going to have to win the 2 as he's from losers.
Disruption, Scorpion.
Just the nature. Mirko's reward for being the most dominant player of this tournament. Less work to do. Or more work to do if you're in Asonomate's shoes. It really depends on whether you're a glass half full or half empty kind of person, I suppose. But let's go now. Mirko. Using the spear as a poke, and we get the big damage already. We spend both bars, 20%, the breaker as well. The Burning Spear was active. Really liking the use of Burning Spear in this tournament from Mirko. It has been a while since I've seen him rock this, so glad to see him put in the work. Oh, big jump in.
Yeah, Mirko just trying to feel out Asonomate right now. Now, this is definitely going to come down to... Oh, a big neutral jump, but didn't get the chain. Tried to get the follow-up as well with the spear. Not going to work out.
Oh, yeah, that neutral jump into spear is something that Mirko often doesn't drop. Just wasn't quite at the right height, perhaps. Managed to get it whiffing. Lovely throw tech. Okay, cool stuff here. Mirko. It's so tricky every time. And there's one thing I love about Mirko so far. He has absolutely seemingly studied these situations where he gets that Burning Spear activated. Looks for a trip guard again, Asonomate. Good defense.
But yeah, right now, it is just a very patient game. Gets the armor break as well with the deadly winds. 8 seconds left on the clock. Only the first round as Asonomate takes it. We went down to the last 10 seconds over there. Just in the first round. Both players willing to play very, very patiently to try and find their hits.
Back 3 again. Always. 3 in a row. So probably 3 times Asso was expecting a grab there, I assume. Flawless blocks, really clean stuff there from Mirko. Gonna get comfortable perhaps being clipped by the rest of the string, but here comes the winds again, the pushback and the chip, all of it very, very good.
Yeah, nice reaction as well to the Earthquake right there. Checks him with the back three. This is now the Mirko game as he's got the flame buff active. Flawless block reversal, but a neutral jump call out from Aso. Gonna get the follow-up with the confirm.
Jump in, giving him an extra 2% on that one, normally 20%. Oh, and there's that 2-hit confirmed. That could very well be the game, actually, because that fatal blow adds a insane amount of damage, especially off the 2 hits, and I think it is good. 1-0 for Asadamasa.
Looking pretty strong in this first set right here. I mean, that really came down to just a well-placed 1-1. Easy confirm into the fatal blow right there. So Aso using his resources wisely to close out the game for himself. But, you know, that wasn't in favor of either player that set, I think. It just seems like we're really just seeing what we saw in Winners Finals. Both these guys seem very, you know, comfortable playing each other, but they also seem very familiar with playing each other and each other's playstyles, habits, character choices, you know, anything like that.
And it's a matchup that I think I've talked about this a bit before, but I kind of feel like Cetrion would have got a lot better at fighting Scorpion now than before. Because let's look at Asadamasa with Spring Cleaning, for example. You have a more limited keep away option, and the Geyser, obviously very unsafe in a certain situations. Now you're fighting Scorpion, and you haven't got the Geyser, but you've got the winds for fighting up close. You've got the Earthquake from far away. Granted, the reaction teleport can beat it. But I kind of think that the tool set for fighting Scorpion now, surely it's got to be better than it was before.
Yeah, it feels like it is. I mean, Earthquake, obviously, you know, it's going to get punished by teleport. But generally speaking, the deadly winds do help your game plan quite a fair bit. And over there, the 1-1 interrupt confirmed into the vines. Stand 3 into the natural barrier, gonna get the forward throw as well. A nice little bit of damage, honestly, to start off the round for Asadamasa.
Another flawless block, but it is minimal damage. At 2-1-2, giving him that spear activation. So Mirko is not going to be too disappointed with that. But it's looking real good still for Asadamasa, who has been a lot more aggressive in this grand finals than when we saw them play in winners finals, which was pretty much the Mirko show. Asadamasa is fighting back. Lovely anti-air.
He really is. It seems like Aso is definitely very hungry for the win over here. Blocks the overhead, not getting opened up by any of this. Didn't want to overcommit as well by trying to unnecessarily flawless block the forward 4-2. Gets the round for himself nice and safely, but Asadamasa seems to be very much calmer, I want to say, than earlier. He seems a lot more, like, in control.
Never missing that up 3. Straight out of the mid. Oh, another time where the spear doesn't quite manage to land. And there's an air-to-air. Definitely expecting some kind of breakaway, I think, is Asadamasa. That flawless block is just so consistent. But it's not doing much for him because it is just a little bit of damage, really. But now...
Yeah, it's a tiny bit of damage to just deny her situations, to deny the pushback, but you're spending 2 bars on it. It's like, it's not really getting him too much. But it's definitely stopping Asadamasa from getting anything else from it. So I guess he's fine with just playing, you know, the neutral, building back the bars. But right here, both players literally just not want to commit to anything. Mirko going in and getting first blood in a few moments. He gets that forward throw.
Another one, and the break's used. This time there's no spear at all. Break did prevent that. Okay, burning spear again. It's actually a scary position for Asadamasa. He's pushing in all the way through. He's got that fatal blow in mind yet again, and maybe now doesn't even need it. Oh, he commits to it! The interrupt.
That was a really good poke. Back 3 moment?
6 seconds.
Nope, the down ones.
Final round. Fight.
Very, very patient
Wait a
match
minute.
as well from both players.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's a major whiff punish. Asadamasa is not going to be able to save his skin in that situation. Dash and grab, wait, and he kept the crushing blow all the way through for the right time, of which it clearly was that.
And now Mirko is going to make him guess between the forward and the backwards throw over here with the flame buff active. you know, just making him guess even more between that strike throw game as he's now in danger territory, but Asso has the corner to work with. Just keeping Scorpion in the corner. That was very hard to say. Keeping Scorpion in the corner is a lot harder to do than you might think.
And that's going to be a 1-1 situation. Scorpion able to tie things up. Mirko. Now we go back to the discussion about the bracket reset and how 2 games away from either a reset or 2 games away from a tournament win, a significant amount of work separates the 2 of them, doesn't it? Because if we have a reset situation, that's it. We've only hit the first half, and that just goes into the discussion of tournament, I think, endurance, of which both of them have plenty of. But Asso Massa in particular, no stranger to these kind of Game 5 bracket reset, and then Game 5 post reset, last round, last hit. Like, he's been there so many times. He's one of the most composed players that we have in this part of the world, I think.
Yeah, Asso definitely sticks to his game plan. He's very, I think, he's composed, yes, but I also think he's quite disciplined. He doesn't tend to deviate from his plans very often. And we know that Asso doesn't really get too much time to spend on the game per day, but he uses his time very wisely. And, you know, obviously, you know, that shows when he plays, when he starts competing. And he plays this consistently and placing this consistently. But Mirko only having to win 2 more games in order to take this week's EU West, this event rather. But Asso gonna have to win a lot more than that.
Looks like so far, Mirko's off to a pretty good start. As I say, he gets hit by a jump in. Cursing him as always, it seems. But this far range, I mean, that Earthquake, you are taking a massive risk every single time, you know? The reactions of Mirko can never be tested. It's one of his greatest assets as a Scorpion player. And he's able to just get that immediate cancel teleport just to escape the situation.
Yeah, definitely. Mirko just playing back a little bit. Flawless block as well, straight away on that. Knowing that forward 2-3 wins is indeed gapped, but I digress as Mirko backs off a little bit. Once again, enabling up that flame buff, trying to get Asso to commit to something. He's just moving in and edging backwards. Trying to get him to press something, looking for a whiff punish, looking for potentially a back 2 buffer into teleport.
Lets the string go. Lovely anti-air as well. The up 3. Oh, and the turn sitting down 1. He really wanted that fatal blow. Again, if he's got fatal blow and he wants to come back, you just block low because the forward 4 is always coming.
Fight.
But yep, right here, the down 1 checks. Mirko applying all the buttons he can right now. Probably didn't want that. Probably the back 1-4 into the amplified teleport. But overlapped the inputs right there. The forward 4 clipping Asso at the sky. Right here, Mirko has the better positioning to work with.
We're starting to see short hops become so much more apparent. Ugh. Just like that. There goes. Down 2.
Oh my goodness. A down 2 for a down 2.
Okay, we're going to get that fatal blow spent all the same. Now, this is an important round, folks. This is a very, very important round because it's a matter of becoming 2-1. But again, it always goes down to the final stage, right? Where if Mirko gets the game after this, he'll win the tournament. And Asso, plenty more left to go. He wants to reset and then continue to take it. That counter hit is a bad start, though, as Asso has no meter to break.
Definitely took that right out of my mouth right there, and it is on the whiff punish as well. Didn't spend the bar over here. Not sure what the decision making was behind that one. Might have just dropped the input. Asso right now going to get that back throw, tacking on a little bit more damage to try and even out the health bars, but one solid hit from Mirko is going to close out the game. Oh, a lot of buttons being pressed.
Hang on.
Catching.
The wake up jump is still going to give him a respectable 22% though. Closer to 23, I guess. And the fatal blow. Do not count out Asso. He's looking for that confirm every step, especially now. Mirko cannot get clipped.
Very true. A nice down 4 to challenge. He read that cancel.
That down 1 made me nervous. Oh, it's literally just a down 4 out of nowhere. And that's going to give Mirko the 2-1 situation. And he's going to be 1 game away from winning our latest Intercontinental Combat Qualifier. He's going to get himself a giant amount of points.
Yeah, he looks really, really good. Honestly, in that situation, it was quite nail-biting for both players. Mirko couldn't overcommit to anything. He couldn't try and make a read. He just wanted to play as safely as possible. And Asadamati also didn't want to present him with some kind of, low-hanging fruit that he would try and go for. It was all about Mirko just understanding, okay, if Asa wants to use 1-1 a lot, I'm just going to keep poking him with max range down 4. And that's it. And gradually just chipped him away, which now has Mirko on tournament point. And yeah, Asa, he is showing life. He's showing some good decisions, but Mirko right now is kind of just throwing out this onslaught of buttons that he's really getting suffocated by.
We are right about to close out this tournament, it seems like. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, maybe not. But as we go into the Cyberlink Assembly anyway, Mirko, he's a player all about momentum. And when he's feeling it, lovely throw tech.
He's definitely quite the freight train. Oh yeah, he's using these down 4s to try and feel out that space where Asa wants to use 4-2, wants to use 1-1. With the natural barriers coming through, doing a bit of work for Asadamati as he gets the 4-2 with punish.
Oh, this has been a really good round for Asadamati. Mirko trying to grab, and the techs have just been absolutely immaculate. That Hell's Wrath's going to make things much harder. Not prepared for the amplified teleport. Going to give some bonus damage, but is it going to be enough? Down 1 because he can't really afford Last Breath to be a thing at all anymore. But the dashing barrier is still going to be more than good. Right, Asadamati, he's close. Can he bring us closer?
He looked really, really good that round right now, but Mirko sort of with a bit more pressure on the table as it currently stands. I do think that Asadamati has been playing very nice defense. His throw techs also have been near enough immaculate. That was a brilliant air-to-air conversion into the teleport right there. Speaking of conversions, gets an opening with that forward 4-2 into the teleport. Nice chunky 30% as Mirko is steamrolling his way through this round right now.
Oh, on the jump in overhead. And he goes for the forward 4 at the last moment. Cross frames of the 2-1. The back one's good as well, and this will be a tournament point for Mirko.
Final round.
I really like the idea. I really like the idea to use this many back 3s in such a short amount of time. Just keep hitting him with the overhead because you know that he's just flinching. And right there, even when he blocks it, he gets the flawless block OS off it.
It still sets up that weird game, right, where it's not necessarily your turn.
Very much in Mirko, just filling it out in the neutral. Luckily for Asadamati, he didn't get teleported on the Earthquake, using the full string to avoid the advance from Mirko. Good decision making right there. Restand with the natural barrier.
The down 4 to low profile, the teleport as well. Really setting the wheels in motion. Mirko, both players have full meter with the exception of that 1 bar that Asadamati is currently lacking. All of this is going to be unbreakable. And here comes the 2-1-2 just to put the pressure on. And he's going to actually, that damage over time is going to give him Fatal Blow. That might have actually done Asadamati quite the favor.
Maybe. Oh, that was insane. He ducked. He gave him a chance with that jump over, and you went for something risky. He just micro-ducked 1-1 Fatal Blow. All he needed. Mirko was so close to taking the tournament right there. And also keeping composure, tying things up at 2-2, now potentially on reset point. Or rather, he is on reset point, a tournament point as well. We'll have to see which of these outcomes actually comes to fruition.
It's kind of tragic that the 2-1-2 genuinely did tick down enough health to give Asadamati the Fatal Blow. That's really where the tragic thing came from, that the 2-1-2, in any other time, it's fine, but there, it could almost be considered a mistake because the damage over time doesn't add that much, but all it did was add enough to give Asadamati the tool he used to win the match, which is really unfortunate, but here we are, the reset or the tournament win. We're 1 game away from finding out.
so close to finding out how this is actually going to go. This is this grand final set between both these Italian players, I think winners finals was very, very close. But now over here, back in the 2-2 situation, where, you know, it's kind of anyone's game at this point. Both players have been showing significant adaptations and good improvements over the course of the set as they've been adapting to each other's decision making, playing on that layer by layer basis.
Now, we start things with the counter hit. Big combos as well, going into the restand, trying to jump out of the forward 4, a little bit of bonus damage, but half of the work already done in this round for Mirko. But he spends a lot of meter in the meantime. Gonna go for that spear buff, set things up for what could be a sequence in a little few moments. Here we go. Jump in, never mind. Oh.
And that is what he needed. Gets the restand, doesn't want to go into the teleport and spend the bar. Blown up on that pick grab straight away.
Yeah. Completely bypassed. Okay, reverse grab. Spear buff active again. There's the flawless block, and this is really bad news for Astamasa because he flawless blocked into the buffed spear offense. But wait, hang on. Oh my god.
I don't think that's gonna kill. That must scale quite a fair bit off the vines. But over here, it kind of is anyone's game if it doesn't kill. I don't think it will. Nope.
Barely survives. Barely survives. Now Mirko. The back
he
lets it go. He committed because he was frames away from having the defensive bar to cancel it. That's now a reset point for Astamasa. Either the tournament ends or we've only just started the grand finals. Oh,
the duck again! You can't throw this man because he techs it. Even when he doesn't tech it, he's ducking the throws.
Looking for the forward 4 again. The staggers. The interruption not ready for Astamasa to pull the trigger on the whole string. Full combo this time. No break. Lets the whole thing rock.
Oh, that was a really nice conversion. Chunky 25% right there. The 2-1 plus frames over here, using the down 3 to try and check. Asadematsu trying to fight his way out the corner.
Letting that whole string go again, really wanting to mess up the timing of the flawless block. Mirko's flawless block on that, and again, that's what that barrier is for. Oh, the button press makes us nervous. The wins and the plus frames. That's gonna do it. We have just reset the bracket.
That we have, as Asadematsu pulls this one around, resetting the bracket. Yeah, this is going to be a new set. For anyone that doesn't know how the format works, we are going to go back down to a 0-0, as effectively Mirko has been knocked into the loser's bracket. So now with both players playing on equal footing, we're going to go back into another 1-3 set. And the winner of this is going to be the winner of the Intercontinental EU West for this stream. We couldn't have asked for a closer set in grand finals, to be honest, as this is very narrow right now.
It's hard to make a prediction here too, because Mirko looked so insanely confident in that winners finals where he comfortably won. But this is, as you would always expect with training partners, they're so familiar with each other that anything can happen. And in this case, we got the much more, I think, predictable result, which was a game 5, and then who knows where it's going to go. But the Burning Spear and the Teleport cancel, the same variation. I don't think we're going to change anything. That spear buff is important for this matchup, I think. For when you get close range, it changes the grab game a little bit, the extra damage that you get. That's massive. He's not going to change, is he? Let's go. Reset bracket.
And something I'd be interested by is, what if we see Mirko maybe potentially picking Searing Rage? Because I know him to play a bit of Searing Rage here and there, but, you know, it could really be up in the air. I don't think he would want to sacrifice the Helport cancel, but I do often think about, you know, how many times the Death Spear, the spin, would have helped him. But that excellent jump back punch straight away into the confirm, the back 3 checks.
But so far, bit of a good start here for Mirko, but you never want to speak too soon. We always say that Cetron, she's not a big chunk your health down character, but because there's so many restands, thanks to the wins, it adds up quickly. Basically, you know, 15% here, 15% there, by the time you know it, the whole B&B's been done in quicker than a combo would do. Ooh. Down, Mirko. Oh, there's the back one, but he didn't commit. Let's it go.
Mirko right now, yeah. Oh, tried to get the whip punish, but Asso using the full string again to get his way.
Yeah.
Baby.
Anti-air was absolutely fantastic. And the side switch, he's ready for the teleport. Catches him on the other side, and Asa de Massa completely blows up the defensive timing. Natural barrier. You want to flawless block the wins? Eat this rock wall. I dare you.
Round 2, fight.
Definitely getting called out for what he's trying to do is Mirko. The 1-1 confirm into the vine grab. Doesn't have the bar to extend the combo, unfortunately, for Asadematsu. But finds himself a hit right now, goes into that jailing 1-1 right there. Ends him in the stand 3 natural barrier, but a tech on that throw from Mirko as he gets an escape filled for himself.
Ooh. Oh, another counter. He's just so ready for it every time. I did say they're so familiar with the matchup here that you are going to see that insane level of optimization here from Asamata. The grab is looking good now. Forward throw, spend the crushing blow, but we might not have an opportunity to do so afterwards. All right, hang on. Oh! Manages to find the opening, and he will again. There's the fatal blow. Asamata, when he has fatal blow and he hits 2 hits, you know he's confirming it. And that's 1-0.
Probably got caught ducking or something, or maybe trying to micro duck on him. Asso being wise to it. And mid check gets himself that first game after this grand finals reset. And yeah, Asadematsu right now seems to genuinely have the upper hand on Mirko. It seems like at this point in time, Mirko seemed stronger earlier in the set, but Asso has been riding a momentum that Mirko hasn't been able to stop yet. He's being checked on these teleport cancels. He's becoming far too predictable with them. And the natural barrier is doing so much work for Asso as well.
Now, we have to think, what does Mirko have left in the tank here then? Because if Asadamasa is this next level comfort, let's see where we go with this. Is it going to be Burning Spear all the way? I did say that we'd see, you know, the Burning Spear probably all set long, but knowing Mirko, he does tend to have multiple variations locked in. And he can change when the absolute chips are down, but it depends. The Burning Spear again. See, normally, when Mirko is down and out, his kind of last-ditch effort, even post-ultimate, has been Searing Rage, which is totally different for Scorpion. It gives him, you know, the extra strings, the death spin, and the spear buff. But against Cetrion, I don't even know if that's going to help him, because the teleport cancel is helping him in the neutral quite a lot.
Yeah, it's not really something he can just afford to give up. Provides him so much utility playing against a character like Cetrion. But the forward throw teched could have been the forward throw. Oh, it was honestly. The back 3 check. Now Mirko trying to find an opening. Asso just being this rock wall of defense, no pun intended.
Intend all the puns here in Grand Finals. We pull out all the stops. And so is Mirko, apparently, as it looks like he's going to take this round quite comfortably. 1-1, the 1-1. No last breath for you, not even needed, because he's going to clip it anyway. And that's a 1-0 for Mirko. And this is a great sign of life. Asadamasa really ran away with that last game, to be honest.
Yeah, it seems like for as long as Asso's been in control in the past few rounds in a row, Mirko right now seems to kind of just gone internally Super Saiyan. Like,
oh my God,
right now he just...
control.
That was a big chunk of damage right there.
Hasn't got much meter to do much about the flawless block there. And the Burning Spear activated.
Not wanting to approach haphazardly, Asadematsu just confident to duck and sit full screen, anticipating a teleport cancel, because Mirko is just... I mean, but Aso's the one that has to chase him right now. I think he just knows.
Trying to keep that stagger game nice and simple, but Asadematsu is ready to interrupt, it seems. There's the pushback of the Hell's Wrath. Look at the patience.
Oh, that short hop.
No! The short hop was sick, but unfortunately the payout wasn't. That is unfortunate.
I think he was looking for a short hop 2-on-3. Oh my goodness, Stretch Armstrong. Pull him right into it.
I don't think any of us were expecting that much range. Wait a minute. Asso, he doesn't have the meter? He didn't fatal blow? That was a mistake. Because now Mirko. Tech. But wait,
4 seconds.
4 seconds. tip. Oh, the earthquake. Really damned if you do, damned if you don't. But a situation that didn't need to happen. In a rare sight, Asadamasa didn't fatal blow the 2-hit confirm. I can only assume he wanted to arguably stay safer and combo into the vines just to set it up, to know it was going to work. Because it was a very tight little situation, but he had no meter to amplify the vine. So that was really tragic for Asso. But you know what? Let's take this 1-1.
Yeah, we definitely did see Mirko, you know, start to show that he's still alert in this set. I think before he was struggling, he was kind of getting clipped by a lot of stray hits. But now we're starting to see kind of Mirko still play the same game plan, but kind of play it a bit more fearlessly. Now he's starting to, you know, just apply the subtle little changes that are going to be the thing for Asadamante to start adapting to. But over there, we're starting to see Mirko confirm more, which is nice, and start throwing out a few more staggers, get into Aso's head a little bit more, and stop this immovable object, so to speak. He's been a solid bar of defense this entire top 8.
The whiff though, but this is where that mind game continues. Ooh, the confirm. And that's one thing I love about Mirko when he plays this, is that when he spends 2 bars in the combo, he'll spear first just to make it so he's done a bunch of damage before you break the teleport. And he wants to get that extra damage first. Ooh, back to back down.
I suppose it could also come down as less of a risk as well with using spear later with a potential breakaway on the table. But
indeed,
right here, yeah. Aso being forced to cancel the earthquake, doesn't want to get teleported on. Does not want to get punished.
More of these. Just Scorpions down 1. It's been such a insanely fast tool for so long. Mirko happy to use it. Jump in. Ooh! Okay, the respect. He knows you're going to watch for it. Burning Spear is active though. Watch out now. Oh, speaking of which, that is going to hurt.
Nice chunky 16.5% for that throw. And Mirko flawless blocking that jump in, denying any possibility of advantage for Asadamante as he closes things out with a clean full string to chip him out. He's now taken the lead in this set. A nice cheeky mix-up. Saw that from Op earlier on, seeing it from Mirko this time round with a low starter into overhead second in the string.
Trying to enforce something off that down 4 on hit, but just too far away for the forward 3 to really do anything here. And now Asadamasa, he is having to accept that this traditional ranged game, you just can't play it against Scorpion. Least of all Mirko Scorpion, when you've played him as much as no doubt Asadamasa and Mirko have fought. You need to play that footsie game close range. You have to very much play around what Scorpion's doing. He's a very dominant character in that I do my thing, and you kind of have to play around it. And this is one of those matchups.
It's like having teleport in the arsenal forces you to respect it almost.
Uh-huh.
It's like even if it doesn't use it. Exactly, yeah. The same way you would somewhat respect a Jade Glow or a Sub Slide. It's just a very strong move for what it's built for.
We are trading blow for blow here. Oh, that forward 3 could have been much, much more. Escape failed. Not that it really matters with Cetrion. No command. Crushing blow on the grab comes from the elements being active.
Right now he's trying to find the opening hit. He wants that fatal blow confirmed. He knows it will kill, but Mirko as well with the fatal blow. Sitting on this, only needs this round to go up in the point in the set. We're down to the last 6 seconds. Blown up straight away with the tempted teleport cancel into the fatal blow to catch Asadamante doing something.
He had to go for a big decision there because with 5 seconds on the clock. The grab certainly wasn't going to do it. I think even Asadamasa had tech throws, so we weren't going to get a KB throw either. That was undone. Short hop again. Oh, empty jump. Channeling Desarted with that one. Empty jump grab. Short hop, I should say. Now, the wind's coming out again, but that one not plus. Leaving it be. The barrier. Oh, hang on. Air to air. The teleport misses.
Didn't quite get the pickup from that, and the armor has been broken by the deadly winds. Asadamate is turning this round entirely in his favor as he has stolen this game, essentially, with such a quick and uncharacteristic aggressive round from Asadamate.
Now, one game away. Asadamasa. I think he'll be really chuffed with this because since Ultimate, he has been on a real tear. And a big part of that with the confidence in his game plan, I think, came from his appearance at the Dragon Temple, which was a large-scale event, you know, where he was able to practice and grind against the likes of Foxy Grandpa, do basic Tekken Master, and the list goes on. You know, Gur, for crying out loud, plenty of other top-level players that were in attendance. And he was able to do that for 4 days at least, maybe even more.
I wonder how much experience he got against, you know, playing against Averick out there as well, the notorious Canadian, I believe, Scorpion player. As I wonder how much they actually got to play out there, because I feel like the way that Mirko likes to play, they sort of play in a similar way where how they control the space with Scorpion. They like to play a very peculiar spacing game, and I'm curious to know if Asadamasa actually played many games with him at WePlay, to sort of, you know, just grind the matchup a bit more with Ultimate Cetrion.
Well, if above all else, being able to fight fire with fire, you want to be point blank, well, here we go. Buttons, I got the specials. Lovely teleport reaction there from Mirko. Start what could be our final match of the tournament, but never say never. Mirko, that flawless block. Man's hungry. Man wants to bring this back, very much so.
He definitely does with these double down ones, challenging it as much as he can with that fastest mid he has available. The 1-1 punish right there, goes for the restand, tried to go for a cheeky back three. Asadamasa being wise to it. Oh, first time blocks the full string. Not going to work out, but doesn't have the meter, or didn't spend the meter, he just built it. A bit too late. Now, we've been in this situation time and time again tonight, haven't we, Ketchup?
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting to see what happens next. There's patience right now. Mirko, he's looking for something to react to. Spear, Asadamasa, happy to wait for it to run out though. Mirko's the one with the life lead. 25 seconds on the clock. Are we gonna have a timeout here? Uh-oh. Fatal blow. The second Mirko gets it, in theory it's a one touch either side. Mirko does not have his fatal blow. Not that he'll need it at this health. 2-bar unbreakable spear will do it. Mirko's fighting back real hard to get the tick. Okay. I'll do it.
No, yeah.
Good idea.
Trying to fatal blow through the restand. I mean, since it's not as plus as it once was, yeah, the idea, I think it can work in some respects, but Mirko being one step ahead and meeting with that 4-3, using that advantage in his favor to blow up straight away before the armor could apply.
Off to a good start here in this round is Mirko still. Probably going to have a game 5 again, I can imagine. I don't want to curse it though. I know commentators curse is a real thing. Oh, hang on a minute. He's trying to interrupt. He's paying the price for it. The wind's pushed back. Chip.
Oh, and there's the 4th throw. Escape failed. Oh, that was so wise. Just wait for him. Make him think you're going to move in. Escape failed again. He's going to spend it. Show him the shoes with only 103 left on the table for the help. Asadamasa is slowly whittling down.
A bit of extra chip now as well. This stagger game is looking real good. The plus frames doesn't let it go. There's the flawless blocks. Oh, and he completely bypasses it. So, would you believe it? We've had the bracket reset. Now, we have a game 5. One game is all that remains of this qualifier of intercontinental combat. And I just want to sit here and find out who wins it, to be honest. It's been a long day. It's been a good day. We had EU East earlier on. And now we're about to enter the final stage.
Yeah, and you know, I said this before when the bracket was reset, but we couldn't have asked for a more even and like narrow grand finals over here. This is just a very back and forth. I can't really call this. Yeah, neither of us, I think, can really call this. Both players have just ridden their respective momentums, but also shut down the other person amidst theirs numerous times throughout this set alone, let alone winners finals from earlier. But right now, it's kind of an all or nothing. They better be pulling out all the tricks, you know, even potential gimmicks, I'm sure. Because they're playing the player versus player matchup, I'm curious to know if maybe, you know, they're going to start pulling out a bit more different things just because they know what the other person's going to do. You know, the I know that you know that I know. It's all the layers.
Round 1, fight.
Oh, we've reached so many layers. The onion's like the size of a house, I think, at this point. Because we're now going into our final game. Post-reset. Is Asadamasa going to fall at the last hurdle, or is Mirko going to finally clutch it out when it matters the most?
And Mirko, unfortunately, didn't get a combo follow-up on that KB that he got in the first round over here. So Asadamasa, thankfully, holding onto his breakaway, didn't even spend that over there. But a clean whiff punish with that instant air teleport. Mirko right now with the corner pressure plus frames.
Grab whiffing from a bit too far away. Mirko continues to pile on the pressure. He's staggering it, and another short hop is coming in. The overhead, the forward four, not watching his head right there. Here comes Asadamasa trying to fight back. Lets the whole string go, but the back one still catches him. Surely we're going to end it, and we will. Uh-oh, tournament point,
got the
Falcon.
That indeed, Mirko has been really fighting for this right now, and Asadamasa is really trying to get this grand finals right now, but Mirko looks like he wants to be the one to win it. Just a little bit too close to trigger the spear crushing blow over there, but 28% nevertheless for Mirko as he gets a nice health lead with a neutral jump kick into the spear for an extra 18.
If he hits that neutral jump kick, you always know a spear is on the way, and if it whiffs, who cares? You know, the jump kick anyway. Spear buff activated. Burning spear is going to be really devastating now. Asso, uh-oh, hang on. That's going to hurt. 60% gone. Only 27% health. Oh, God! Oh, no, the spectator! Turn the pad back on! No!
Plug it in! Oh, Mirko's
Plug the pad in! Plug the pad in! We're missing it! We're missing it! We're back. We got it. We got it. Nothing happened. Nothing happened, folks. There we go. We won. No, we caught the magic moment. We caught the magic moment.
Celebratory moment. After a very hard-fought and long drawn-out grand finals in a top 8 that has been full of absolute slugfests, we have finally emerged with